Good Girl Joe here, alongside DeFi Sean and our friends over at MemeStars. Guys, we really appreciate everybody coming in today. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, and comment down below and say hi. How's it going? We've been really talking about MemeStars for a while, and it's really great to have one of the guys over here. I mean, this is something we've been, holding back for a while. We've been teasing for a while, and now the time has come to talk to one of the guys from MemeStar. Lampy, how's it going, buddy?
Yeah. Hey, Sean. Hey, Joe. Really appreciate to be here. Yeah, let's get into it. So let's get something going on about MemeStars. MemeStars is, first of all, a gaming project with a combination of the meme culture. That was just an opportunity that was there to grab, to get that meme vibe around it with the game style that we are creating, with that fast-paced multiplayer mobile game that is coming, is currently under construction. So that's literally the first introduction of Meme Stars. It's a game, meme culture, fast-paced, mobile, and we want to make it fun and for the community, because for us the community is the backbone of the project. It's I compare it like a human body. If a human body doesn't have a backbone, you're not able to move forward or even stand. So everything that we come up to in our development, upgrades, releases, it's always a part for the community that's waving into it. So, like, I sent Sean some images and previews of our NFT Genesis collection that we just completed yesterday. And it's also, you need to buy them, but we always take something in it to give back to the community. Like, we have our six basic characters. There's a silver and a golden edition. If you draw the golden edition, you are allowed, you win an instant prize of $250. Then we have six ultra rare hollow editions. If you pull one of those, you will be granted to airdrop the six playable characters for the game. You also get the $250 instant prize. And when the collection is sold out, we're going to have a grand raffle where we're going to pick 10 winners, and those going to win from $1,000 to $10,000 on the drawing. So that is something that we also created to give back to our early investors, early supporters, early community. Always give back to the community is what we said. Then also send Sean some other pictures, a video recording of us hitting a first milestone that we were testing our movement mechanics, our shooting mechanics. It's just a little video how it's going to be, how the mechanics will work. It's not in the art style because we still have a lot of meetings with different gaming studios and artists for the suitable art style that we want for our gameplay. It needs to be have that meme vibe to it, but cartoonish, but it also has to be realistic in some kind of way. And that comes to the next point in the vision of us with our game. And it's not about throwing rocks or saying bad about other projects, but in our opinion, other projects are a little bit limited in their vision, how they see it. They see it like Web 2 and the Web 3 version. And if you take two circles and you put them closer together, you create a zone in between that we call the gray area. And that is the opportunity and something that we want to utilize for the traditional gamers. If you see like 75% of the traditional gamers have not made the transition yet to Web3 application or Web3 gaming and do not really know what the gaming side can do for them, or they're not educated well enough, or they don't have anybody to tutor them, or they lack the knowledge how to do it. And that is where we want to create that gray area for everybody. And we're going to have a Web 2 application and a Web 3 application. So it's going to be the same, just with different characters, because on Pepe, Brett, and Andy, those are the Boys Club gang. And those are trademarked by Matt Fury. So we have to be a little bit careful with that. We are reaching out to his law firm to find some of an agreement where we can use them in the Web 2 application in a partnership or a deal. But that's something that's for in the future, not right now, because he's really hard to get. And by making those two applications, the people do not want to the transition for now over to the Web 3, they will have the ability to play in the Web 2 version And when we do our in-game tournaments that are regular with just the in-game currency that it will be given out in the tournaments, they will see that there's on the other side, there's an opportunity to really get earnings on their gaming experience with their favorite memes, favorite characters. And for us as a way to sustain that ecosystem is we gonna be shifting the revenue back from the web 2 experience back to the web 3 experience. And now somebody will already thinking, why should you give your revenue away? Well, it's only MemeStars is just our pride chip. It's the first step in our long-term plan that we have, where we want to establish and build a real gaming company around the Web 2 application that can grow. We can receive more revenue to pour back into the Web 3 gaming, because so we can help the transition for the traditional gamers and help the crypto space in getting more attention into the gamify section. So that's a little bit of a roundup of what our vision is and what we are trying to do and what we are going to do with those two versions and everything.
So hold on. My first question, because I've mainly hear about gaming and I hear about like tournaments. When are these? How are these gonna be done? Because this sounds awesome. Like, is it gonna be like a weekly thing, a monthly thing, and how will it be set up for everybody? So, like, in case people want to go and see and check that out.
Yeah. So in the Web3 version, we're gonna have also a free to play character that everybody can use. Then you can play the daily tournaments. That's going to be in the MemeStar tokens, where 9 people put in like 10 MemeStar tokens into a pool. The winner takes all. That will be our daily tournaments that will be running through the day completely. Once a month, once a week, we have a weekly tournament that is sponsored by MemeStars, and it's also going to be in MemeStar tokens. And at the end of the month, we're going to create another tournament, our monthly tournaments created by MemeStars. In the beginning, it will be with the MemeStar token, but we will be shifting to USDT prices, so we can maintain that balance between the MemeStar token and the USDT. We do not create too much sell pressure on the LP, and vice versa. And we're going to create also a bigger 6 monthly tournament. And every time we pass our anniversary of a year, of 2 year, we're going to create even bigger tournaments. And that is where our Web 2 application will come back. So just, I do not like to talk about numbers, but just picture this. If we can get like 20K people in our Web 2 version and 10K people buy the battle pass of $5, it will create a revenue of 50K each month. If we redistribute 10K into the Web3 version, where we do a buyback for 5K, we burn half of the tokens, put the other half in the treasury for the weekly tournaments, and we still have 5K left for our monthly, and create a pot for our 6 monthly and our yearly tournament that only will get bigger and bigger. And even when those numbers get bigger on the player base on the Web 2 version and the Web 3 version, our tournaments will only get bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's our endpoint, to create those really big tournaments. Because once you get in that area, other projects will come to you to be a part of those bigger tournaments in a form of sponsorship. Okay, you want your logo displayed on the battlefield? Okay, sponsor this or do that or do this. So it's going to be a fluid motion, a machine that all works together, and we're just building up to that big thing that we want to create.
Yeah, no, I think that's gonna be awesome, especially like the idea of getting people involved, making them competitive. Like, I went to NYC.NFT and there was a crypto that was a card game. It was an NFT card game. And I'll be honest with you, nobody really cared about it. Everyone was whatever. That Sunday they held a tournament, and I mean everyone ran over there. And it wasn't just people that were playing; it was just people that want to see it. And I always think about like gaming and crypto, and the first company that breaks out is always the most successful. Like, you look at like online RPGs, and the first thing is World of Warcraft. And there's other online RPGs, but World of Warcraft is the big one. That's the main one, and it's still around. The first one to break through normally is the most successful one, because of it breaking through. And I think that when it comes on to online gaming, tournaments, crypto, the same rule applies perfectly. The first one's to break out is going to be the biggest one, the most successful one, and the one everyone wants to play, even after everything else comes and goes.
Yeah, it's like you said, like at a certain point, people will get notice of MemeStars because if you can create a tournament where people can win like $5,000 or $10,000 in one tournament, they're gonna be, oh, what is this? And they're gonna see like, okay, what do I need to play? And you only need one NFT, one paid NFT from the basic characters to enter the tournaments that are sponsored by us. With a free character, you can play any tournament, but not the sponsored tournaments by us. That's a restriction we have, like for not do they need to own one to play it. So that's the little bit of a restriction we have, but we have a very fair price for our Genesis NFTs now. It's only 100 USDC with the prizes they could win, and we always looking at more things for our early adopters of our NFTs now. How can we make them more special to them? So we're looking into an ability that where they able to breed 3 times with their NFT. So let's just say they have a Pepe and a Brad, and they breed those two charts. So the chart will choose one base character, a Pepe or Brad, and then he will choose the weapon of Pepe of the weapon of Brad or the special ability, and he will mix them up. So you constantly will be creating from their side new characters with the mixed ability settings that they can sell on the aftermarket, on the marketplace. So that will give them that little more extra for owning that Genesis NFT. And we
Now,
will, yeah, go.
no, I just want to know. So obviously, you're having a start of 6 characters. We're gonna be adding more characters as time goes on, right? Will it be more
Yeah,
like
yeah,
notable
yeah,
characters like that, the Chad character, those kind of characters as
yeah.
well?
We're already thinking to bring in Squiddy from Squid Grow.
Yeah, buddy.
Now we're just looking. We're gonna be adding meme characters that we like, and other characters that want to be added in the game can always do us a proposal for what we, because creating such a 3D model is not cheap. It's going to be around, I think, the last meeting I had was approximately the cheapest one was around 4 to 5K for one model. So that's rigging, UEV texturing, get it all done, crisp, clean, the way they should be. We also going to be representing them for the Genesis NFT. The other ones are going to be just the plain cards when we release them. But for the Genesis, we also going to make them the 3D models, and we're going to display them like, those carton box when you have that fall from those bubble hats you can buy at the store is going to be represented in some kind of that way. So it's a collectible, it's playable, it's more. There will be we will be adding new characters each month. So how are we going to do that? We're going to create a battle pass that's going to be buyable with the MemeStar token. And on the end of the battle pass, there will be a character to win. And if some people do not succeed for completing the battle pass, we will have that character for 1 month in our shop the month after the battle pass, so they still be able to buy it, but that will be at a price of around $50 to $60. Or we're already thinking of creating multiple versions of a character and create some kind of fair game on the carnival game, like you have a machine with the big claw you can grab normally it's a bear, but now it's going to be like 3x. You're going to be paying, let us say, something more than a regular instead of $60, $70, but you have the ability to win, to grab a legendary or a rare or a plain one. So to get that more adrenaline, that more sensation, excitement in it. So we're going to be putting stuff like that also into the game to get that more that fun vibe, excitement, adrenaline rush.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. I always love the idea of like I said, gaming and NFTs, gaming. There's something there, and the minute it's cracked open, it's gonna be massive. It's just a matter of time before it gets through. Meme Stars is looking like definitely like it has the feet to go, the legs to go the distance. I mean, something that people always can associate with. Everybody wants to get involved with. This is why games like Super Smash Brothers are so popular because everyone knows some of the characters, so then they get involved and then they play the character, they find out, and then they find out about other characters. And when you look at meme stars, it's the same thing. When you see one meme, one meme, and then you start looking at other memes, and like, oh, what's that about? And then you start getting involved. I think that just has the same kind of the same gravitas, and I think definitely that it definitely has a lot of potential behind it, a massive amount of potential.
Yeah, thanks.
Also, guys, wanted to point out that this is an Infinity Launch project. Don't forget, we kind of transitioned because Infinity Launch has always been a Krypton Calls thing. So if you hop on over to the chat or anything like that, it just causes a lot of confusion. Mission and Operation Phoenix. So again, keep in mind, Infinity Launch is Krypton Calls. But with that being said, the money that we make as Krypton Calls, we are sending over to Operation Phoenix. So just keep that in mind. So this is one of those projects. So supporting MemeStars is also supporting Operation Phoenix. So just wanted to point that out before I forget. And I don't see any questions, but yeah, if anyone does have any questions, feel free to type it in so we can get that answered. If you're in our private group, I also think we're going to be doing a more intimate, I guess you can say, AMA inside that group. So if you have any questions, then you can go ahead and ask that. But yeah, we have a huge week coming up next week. We have our guys from MemeStars and our guys from Pair both launching a couple days or a day apart. So very, very exciting week for the whole Operation Phoenix community and everything going on. So yeah, super stoked for next week. But yeah, guys, do you have anything to add here? You guys are Joe.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm just really excited to see a lot of these projects come out because they have so much potential. And this is the thing: a lot of projects will come out, and but the reason why is because they don't have anything behind it. The idea is, I always say this, but they always have this like buy me bro token. Buy me, why? Because then it goes worth money, so buy more. And then he buys it, and it's like, all right, you buy, but they don't really have anything else. And you look at something like MemeStars. MemeStars, these guys are not just here to say, hey, buy me. No. It's get involved. We got tournaments going on. You recognize these memes. You got Pear, and Pear's doing a million things out the gate, as well as MemeStars. So we have there's a lot happening here, everybody. And like I said, it's something that I'm really excited about because I think that it'll give everyone an opportunity to get involved behind a project, but behind a project with a team that's ongoing and working and looking to build and looking to expand and constantly looking to do everything because they're not thinking small. They're going big, and every one of these projects that we talk about here has that ambition and goals, and it's really cool because I'll be honest, like with MemeStars, don't get me wrong, with MemeStars, I was in with Pair Token. In the minute I heard it, I was like, why? And then I learned about it. I was like, okay, I'm in. Like, these are two projects that are definitely looking to do a lot within the crypto space. And like I said, MemeStars with the tournaments make people competitive. People will stick around because everybody wants to be a winner and everybody wants to practice. And I think with MemeStars, there's definitely a huge potential, a massive potential there, just for that alone. Let alone the fact that people could own their own character, owned by getting the NFTs and then they can play the character. So I like that idea a ton. And I think there's a lot to that for a lot of people in crypto that would like to get involved and would like to play in tournaments. So definitely keep MemeStars in your mind because I think it's going to be a lot of cool things going on here.
Yep, for sure. Now, we're not opposed to getting behind a Buy Me Bro token. Shit, a lot of times the Buy Me Bro tokens are some of the tokens that do the best. But yeah, typically we do like tokens like with MemeStars with the game Paired. I'm not even going to start getting into everything they have going on. But yeah, two very exciting projects, and we look to keep bringing them. Yeah, and it just keeps benefiting Operation Phoenix. I don't think we have any more questions. Like I said, guys, if you guys want to give any last call to action or any closing statement, you can go ahead and do that.
Yeah, it's pretty easy for us. If anybody want to check us out, hop over to our main chat, ask our questions. There's always somebody from our core team available in our main chat. We are with 9 people that working on the project and on the game. So if you have questions, jump over, go to the pinned messages, read everything up. We give weekly updates about everything. We show what we've been doing the past week. So yeah, just jump over and enjoy the ride with us.
Yeah, guys. All right. Thanks for coming. We appreciate it and definitely looking forward. Same thing, just like with Pair. I think Wednesday we're launching, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
We'll be
yes.
all hands on deck there for you guys. See about getting some more marketing lined up. Yeah, it's going to be a very exciting day. And like Mike says, win moon.
All right, guys. I wish you a good night and see you soon, guys.
All right. All right. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I like the idea of what can be done there. There's something there that's huge, and I think that tackling it in a way, and I don't want to say Super Smash Bros. Because I'm not sure if they can make it exactly like that or how they're gonna make it, but I like the idea of having a way to own a character and and then have tournaments. Like I said, there was an NFT game. It was by Valeria Games, not mistaken. It was a card game, and people were going crazy about. I mean, they're going not just because they wanted to compete. And there was a couple of people that were like, I travel to all conventions, I want to play and I want to compete. And people, and the prize was even money. I think if you won like a card of one of every card in the set. And it was awesome. It was cool to see that. And I said, man, if we made something competitive, everyone wants to get involved. Even if it's crypto, everybody wants to get involved. And I think that with MemeStars, that's something that they have that I think that's gonna propel them. I really do. I really think they have something huge there. But on to Operation Phoenix, how you feeling this weekend, Sean?
All right, feeling really good. So we've spent literally hours the past couple days, Mike can attest to that, getting everything, talking to Mark, kind of getting all the plans together. It's actually lining up to be even wilder and crazier than we even thought it would be. Now, those kind of plans will come a little bit later on down the road, but we do have one thing exciting to bring up and talk about. You know, Joe, when we first launched this, we kind of felt pressure for make sure things were secure. That was easy, but also felt the pressure to prove ourselves by launching the utility. So we launched our decks, we launched our launch pad, and we were kind of just launching stuff to prove our legitimacy, which we've more than proven by now. We've proven security, we've proven legitimacy. So we've kind of turned our attention to looking for spaces in the market that can add value with our utility rather than just launching just every utility that everyone else already has. And not that this is a new utility. Speaking of that, we do have something new that has never been done before that we are discussing. But again, it's a conversation for later just to give you guys some teases. But with this particular utility, with Krypton Calls, with my YouTube channel, I get asked the number one question is if I'm promoting a project on base, like MemeStars is going to be, how do I get my BNB or how do I get my ETH to base? Number one question. With that being said, we've been working the last couple of weeks to get our own bridge built, which is pretty much done. You know, I'm never going to give a time frame. Excuse me. Let me just put it like this. We wanted to release it before this, which we didn't. Just kind of show you how close it is. But with this bridge, you're going to be able to bridge ETH to base and back. Base is obviously going to be on there. You're going to have BNB. You're going to have Arbitrum, and you're going to have Polygon on our bridge. So you're going to be able to bridge between all these tokens. So if you want to hop in at MemeStars and you just have BNB in your wallet, you simply hop onto our bridge because it will definitely be live by Tuesday and Wednesday. Hop on our bridge, put in BNB, put in base, and boom, just like that, you got your base. So it's just kind of an opening in the market. There really is no amazing bridge for base. Anyone you talk to will kind of say something different. So with, I guess, base, we found a lot of area of opportunities that we're going to be focusing on, maybe a hint of what's to come from Operation Phoenix. Let me just say that. But yeah, so our bridge is going to be going live very soon. Now, with that, there's going to be, correct me if I'm wrong, Mike, I think it's a 0.25% fee on everything bridged. Now, with that, we're going to be sending 25% of that to the NFT holders. We're going to be sending 25% of that to the burn stakers. So once again, this is just something else we're adding to the package to give value to our NFT holders, which the Infinity launch coming up will also bring more money over there into our burn stakers. And the other 50% will be for liquidity, to pay bills, different things like that. But this could be one of those utilities if marketed correctly, which Joe and myself will definitely have videos going out on it, pushing it all across YouTube. All of our partners will be on board. There's some other marketing opportunities that we may be entertaining to get it really going. So yeah, it's going to be a super exciting utility to launch. Probably will be one of the biggest money makers. It'll be hard to beat Infinity launch. That's such a big money maker. But yeah, this might be up there right behind it, if not surpass it one day, because it can just be steady funds coming in every single day, depending on how popular we can make this bridge.
Yeah, and this is going to be a way to easily get in and get out if you want to as well. So this is something that, you know, when the idea of base came to us, the main thing for us was simplicity, because we wanted to make it as easy as possible for you guys. And we feel like base is going to be huge and we want you guys in with us. And we don't obviously want you to leave you and say, hey, listen, find a way to get over here. We say, hey, listen, we got to build a way to get everyone over here. And we got to do it in a way that's easy for everyone. So this is what we have here. Like I said, you don't have to always stay on base. The bridge will get you out if you want to. But getting in, we definitely, I mean, that was like the number one concern by all of us. And I think by having this bridge, it perfectly solves it. You guys will easily be able to get in and easily be able to, like I said, to move around. So I just really thought that's something that you guys would like, because once again, base is an EVM. So luckily for us, it's not going off on some weird chain. It's EVM compatible, meaning it's the same compatibility as like a BSC and Ethereum. So it's something that we're seeing a lot of projects really go crazy on, and we want you guys to have an easy way to get there. So this was huge for us.
Yep, and there's also one other huge part of that component that I wanted to bring up, obviously, after that first little introduction. So with that being said, if you don't have ETH or BNB or anything in your wallet, you're actually going to be able to use your credit card to buy the BNB or the base or the ETH directly. And then shortly following that, we're going to have the ability to do ACH withdrawals if you want to go ahead and make that purchase. So if you don't have anything in your wallet, you can literally hop onto our bridge. You can buy it with your card, bridge it wherever you want to go or anything like that. So we are offering the abilities that the credit card fees or the credit card will be there. Now, credit card fees, that's where I was going next. We will be getting a cut of those credit card fees, which again, we'll be divvying out, that same 25% to NFT holders, 25% to burn stakers and things like that. So we're going to kind of be getting fees from the bridging itself, and then also for people that choose to on-ramp with that credit card. So again, just super exciting stuff going on and just making it even easier for people that want to get involved.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people, your first credit card experience is probably MoonPay. I know that was mine. This is going to be a way for you to get in with a credit card without MoonPay, because MoonPay is like, oh, yeah, nah, come on, buy easily. Then you get hit with crazy high fees. They slap you with like a fat KYC out the gate. And you're like, dude, I just want to buy crypto on my card. This is going to be an easier way for you to do that without being stressed out. Once again, this is something that a lot of projects have always teased their communities about. Say, we'll eventually get you there. There's something we're going to be rolling out really soon alongside the bridge as well. So we have a lot of things coming out. The bridge, a way to buy via your credit card, and like Sean said, ACH as well. So that's going to be huge for you guys, and it's going to be not as stressful as buying on something like MoonPay, which, yeah, I know. Trust me, Joshua. My first buy on MoonPay took like 45 minutes, and it was my credit card. And then at the end, they denied me. I'm not sure how that worked for you guys back. This is years ago. I had to go back in with my debit card. Went in with my debit card. They denied me. It was my debit card. Okay. I had to go with my wife's credit card. Denied her. My wife's debit card. By the way, same bank, and they approved her debit card. Denied mine. MoonPay, and they've never changed it. MoonPay's still doing the same crap. And of course, the fees are insane with MoonPay. Those fees are absolutely huge. Especially a business income tax. Oh, bro, trust me. I've heard crazy stories with MoonPay. It's the best what we have, and it's still the worst overall. That's saying something. But what we're bringing to you guys, I think you guys will really get a lot of value from it.
Yep, I also think we're going to be about 35 to 40% cheaper than MoonPay. So yeah, it's a testament to DeFi Mark. So shout out to him. It's his connections that allowed this to happen. So yeah, really big shout out to him and getting that done for us. So yeah, super excited about this one. Like I said, never going to say a time or a date. It was the goal was to have it before this. We knew that was going to be a little tight, but he is putting the final touches. I'm pretty sure all final testing has been done, which a lot of times is where we run into some problems. So yeah, we should have this out here hopefully today, but again, don't quote me on that. And yeah, we'll get that up and running because our goal is to really push this because there is an opening for a bridge to ETH. It is, again, by far the most questioned IMAX. Hands down, not even close. I constantly get asked that question. Probably a lot of people in this chat have asked me that question. So yeah, super excited for this. And that's just kind of scratching the surface. We have more stuff to come that we're going to be doing on base. That's going to provide even more utility, more income for the NFT holders, more income for the burn stakers. NFTs have been raised to 0.15. And with all this extra stuff that we have going on, especially when funds start flowing in, we definitely will hike that price up again. So just keep that in mind if or when you're looking to buy NFTs. Should be able to give a notice again when that goes up. But yeah, we'll kind of keep everyone updated on that as time goes on.
Yeah, and once again, to everybody watching, I just want to really emphasize the fact that this is going to be a way for you guys to get involved easily with the projects. We know we just recently talked about a project that's on base, and what we really wanted to do for you guys. The first minute we heard about this, first of all, we liked the project a lot, and we liked it so much. We said, hey, listen, having a way to base, is important. And we looked around and we said everyone's not doing it right. So now we will have the solution for that. And it's easy and simple, which obviously we ideally want for you guys. We don't want you guys to stress out. We don't want you guys to run around. We know MoonPay is atrocious. We solved that issue. If there's an issue, we're trying to not only solve them, but make it easy at the same time, adding a level of simplicity for you guys to go ahead and use these things. That's going to help and simplify your life. So that's something that we're really excited about, and we're hopefully you guys are glad to use it. Even go ahead and check it out. I think you guys would really enjoy it because a lot of thought has been put into this, and it's really ingenious. These two things we're going to be rolling out with. So really hope you guys like it. If you guys have any questions, please ask your questions right now. Krypton says, whenever I get the rev share, whatever I get from the rev shares goes straight back into more NFTs. Dude, have a money glitch.
That's the way to do it.
But we like I said, guys, you could do the get more NFTs, more burn staking, more Operation Phoenix, and I mean, oh my god, we're next month away from the big event, Sean. Next month, like.
Yep. Coming up here, I don't think we released the actual date. Coming up here in about 4 weeks, we will give the details and dates on everything that we're doing. And, it's not just what's coming up. So in 4 weeks, we're going to kind of give you, I guess, phase one of what's going on. Obviously, you just saw the bridge. There's going to be some other utilities. We're going to be making some pretty big moves. We'll give you all those details, like I said, about 4 weeks from now, maybe 4.5 weeks. And then, like I said, I can't give details yet. But you guys have known what we've kind of talked about we're doing since the very beginning. And the conversations that we've had these last couple hours, I mean, what did we spend, Mike? Like easily 4 hours on the phone with Mark the last couple of days. And the stuff that we're putting together is something that has never been done in the space. And we have all the confidence in the world. It's going to be what absolutely, sends Operation Phoenix. So yeah, coming up, we'll release the details, I guess you could say, of phase one of exactly the next direction. So stay tuned for that. And then after that, we're going to be releasing stuff even crazier and bigger. So for everyone that's chosen to stick around with us, for all the people that have been holding, or even if you just started holding, we know, we're not moving fast enough for some people, but when we're building legitimate stuff, unfortunately, it takes time. We can't just snap our fingers and make it happen. So for everyone that's choosing to stick around, everyone that's been holding this whole time, I mean, even if you're taking profit, that's awesome. We're here for that. But everyone that's still holding, still here, or like I said, for the new people, we're super excited for you, and you're going to be very surprised when you ultimately see what Operation Phoenix becomes, because Joe can attest it's got potential to be absolutely huge. And and like Mike said, no leaks, not giving any leaks, just kind of teasing everyone a little bit. But yeah, I can't give any leaks about this because, again, it's a never before seen thing. So we have to be very, very tight-lipped about it because we cannot let slip what we're doing.
I just want to say that this is why, like Sean called me today and we were talking about some stuff, and this is going to be huge. And I think this is going to be something that a lot of people, obviously Operation Phoenix, but a lot of people in DeFi can use, that are going to enjoy that to me, in my mind, is automatic. More importantly, it would be regardless of the market, which is fascinating. When I look at certain crypto projects, I go, what can you do in the red market? Because everyone can store in the green, but in the red market, I still want to hold. What can you do? And a lot of these projects don't really have the answer. Well, we're pretty sure we have the answer. Definitely going to store in the green, but the red. Like that, I'm not trying to teach you guys too much, but just know that we a lot of thoughts went into this. Sean, Mike, DeFi Mark. I mean, these guys, I mean, really came with something awesome. We had a meeting. Was it last week? I think it was, and we were trying to figure out what can we do that would definitely be huge, and we really talked about it in length. And Sean, Mike, and the guys, these guys, I mean, the amount of time they put in, you guys don't understand. It's a lot, and it's gonna be great. And next month obviously is gonna be huge, Operation Phoenix. But we got even more after that as well. Like, there's a lot going on here, and we really think that you guys are gonna enjoy it.
Yeah. So again, we had the utility releasing here in the next day or two, if not today. Before we do that launch where we have all those funds to buy back with and we're pooling LPs, there is going to be another utility right around that time, or right before, right during, or maybe right after. So we do have an additional utility. So everything in the short term is amazing. Just to kind of set expectations, this next thing, I guess you can say the pinnacle of what Operation Phoenix is going to become, it's something that's too good. It has to be done at the right time. So I want to set expectations. Don't get me wrong. The short-term plan is awesome. We have a lot of catalysts coming up, but we are going to kind of wait for that right trigger in the market, the green market, before we go 100% live with, like I said, what's going to become the pinnacle of Operation Phoenix, because we don't want to launch it in a bad market, because it is such a good idea that, it has the potential to take, I guess you could say, take over DeFi. So again, just setting expectations. It may be 4 months when it's live. It may be 6 months. It may be 8 months. It just kind of depends on what the market does, because we don't want this to be a wasted opportunity. And we want this to hit the ground running. And we feel like the idea never seen before, with all the people that we have backing it, with all the partners we have lined up, all the connections we have. This definitely is something that can capture, again, the whole of DeFi. So again, like Joe said, not to keep teasing, but did want to set up expectations that this is going to happen at the right time. Not just, again, we're not just rushing it out, because that'd be irresponsible. It needs to be done at the right time.
And once again, guys, if you have any questions, make sure to comment them down below. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Kryptonite says, when are we having an ETH pool conversation / vote?
Yep. So we will, we'll talk about that soon. It's something that we kind of need to do with something that we have coming up. But with that being said, we definitely need the community input now. It would have to be a very strong pushback from the community not to do it, but because we can't say what we're doing yet. Again, it would be irresponsible to kind of say it and to tip anyone off. But to do what we need to do, we kind of need to make that conversion. So I'm hoping that we have everyone on board. But yeah, in the next week or two, we'll officially talk about it. Just do a poll. Pretty sure after talking to everyone, because again, the reason why we even considered it is because of the DMs we were getting that we need to do it. So I'm pretty sure everyone's on board. But yeah, we'll go ahead and just confirm that.
Space Cat says, if you need any beta testers, I'm available.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted.
The thing is, if we do anything, the first people we think about and we like to always include is Operation Phoenix members. So if there is ever anything like that happening, for a fact we're gonna reach out and try to get as many people involved. It's just a matter of figuring out what's if we do need that, of course, or for need you guys for anything else. But right now, our goal is to take care of you guys, and we have a lot of things lined up, coming up soon. That's going to be like that, and a lot of people waiting a long while by holding Operation Phoenix, and we really want to reach out and to find a way to reward you guys. So that's what we're looking to do, and we're looking to do it in a way that you know how it is in crypto, and there's always people that always say, "Oh man, I really wish I got involved in this, or I really wish I bought this, or I held this." There's going to be a lot of regrets. Those people regretting coming up, because I'm telling you right now, what we're doing it for you guys. So, really appreciate you guys, like I said. And if you guys, like I said, you have any questions, just let us know. Me and Sean are here. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say. But, I mean, what's happening right now for Operation Phoenix, the entire market right now is at a weird standstill. I'm not sure if anyone could feel it. Something around like yesterday, last night. I looked all around and I said, what's happening? Because the market just got calm and quiet. And everyone's basically just kind of waiting and wondering what's going to happen. And I think that's gonna be a while until something crazy happens. I'm not sure if this is gonna be the tipping point of the green market, but it's definitely leaning more and more there. Whether you're politically inclined or not, here in the United States, if one guy wins, we enter the green market, in my opinion. So I always say, if November 6th is the election, November 7th, we enter the green market. But I'm not sure if anyone remembers being in the green market, but I remember it distinctly, and how crazy it is and how fast it happened when, that flip happened. I do think that will be happening soon as well. So it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be really cool to see that. And I do think that a lot of people are just kind of waiting right now if that's happening sooner than later. We don't know, but we're definitely interested in seeing what goes on with that.
Yep, for sure. I can also address this question. So I'm not sure how long you've been around, but again, Krypton Calls, that's what we do. Marketing is never an issue for us. We can't say exactly what's going to be happening, but we are going to have our 6 figures worth of buy-in coming up in August. We'll have that exact date for you coming up here in the next few weeks. And again, when it comes to marketing, we're everywhere and anywhere, especially that we can afford to be. We can be all over YouTube. We literally know everybody in the space. So we can be wherever we want to be and wherever budget allows us to be. For everyone here in the beginning, they saw how crazy it was when we had that initial marketing budget. I mean, we were basically trending on YouTube. I mean, we were everywhere. So, yeah, we can't give exact details without, again, saying exactly what's going on. And trust me, it's not that we don't want to tell people what's going on. We would love to give all the details, but we know how this space works. You give one detail, next thing you know, before we get to execute it, 1 million people have released, again, versions that wouldn't be as good as ours, I have no doubt, but that's just how the space works. So we always have to be tight-lipped until the time comes that we can actually explain it. But yeah, if you're ever worried about marketing, that's never an issue with us. That's something that we have no issue with.
Yes, another question. Which projects have we worked with?
Honestly, I mean, there's too many to count.
Yeah.
I mean, Pear and MemeStars is the most recent. The last one we did was Trump with Biden that we did. They did 340X. Operation Phoenix obviously did 110X. Now, we did kind of take a break between Operation Phoenix and Trump with Biden because we were so busy with Operation Phoenix. So our marketing company was almost kind of put on hold, I guess you can say, for a little bit. But yeah, before that, I can't even begin to just go look at my YouTube channel and you'll see all the videos and projects that we've worked with. Same thing with Josie. It's hard to sit here and just name a list of names, but yeah, a lot.
Yeah, and a lot of these projects that we work with, I mean, we give it 100%. We don't guarantee anything, but they all have done phenomenally, like phenomenally. And that's because we just, we just want to go ahead and make sure that we give it 100% and we expand our reach as much as possible. And we do. And these projects get a lot of noticeability, a lot of people. And, we're really fortunate that we're growing. Krypton Calls is growing. And I mean, it's going to get to the point where we're probably going to get backed up because we're going to have a lot of projects hitting us up. And we put a lot of time and dedicate a lot of time and effort into the projects that we look into. We have a lot of meetings. We talk to a lot of people. We extend to a ton of other people and we try to get their names out. So Krypton Calls is getting bigger and, obviously Operation Phoenix is getting bigger and we're just looking to constantly expand because we understand that this market, the DeFi market, the crypto market is going to continually get bigger as time goes on. And we're always looking to adjust and prepare it and wait for that to happen, as well as adding more people for it. But anything you want to say, Sean?
But yeah, no, I was just going to say that's 100% true. And, what we're doing is I've actually turned down projects that lined up too closely together. I know Mike in particular that we don't want to be that guy. I don't want to say names of other people or other companies, but we don't want to be that factory that just they order a video and we just pump them out, or they order some kind of marketing plan from us and we just pop it out. We are always there for the projects. Like I'm sure Pear and MemeStar can attest to. When we take someone on, we're there the whole entire way through launch and all that good stuff. You're not just another number to us or another project that we're just, taking your money and then just passing you along. We put our all into every single project we help. So that's why with Infinity Launch, you're not going to see like 17 projects a month launching, because we don't have the manpower or the time for that matter to do that. So every project we take on, and then like we said, if you check in Tuesday and Wednesday with Parrot and MemeStars launching, I have no doubt they're going to do X's, and it'll just be added to our list of projects that got off to hugely successful launches. And marketing budget allowing, there's going to be a crap ton more marketing coming up. I mean, again, we work with the biggest names: Crypto Zeus, my financial friend, Tyler Hill. Mike can start even naming all the guys on Telegram. I mean, you name them, we can either get them or we work with them. So it's, it's something that we're just getting bigger and better. Also, our website for Krypton Calls.space, we're actually revamping it because we created that like 2 years ago. So here in the next few days, we'll actually have a new website for that for everyone to check out. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, guys, and you guys don't have any more questions, I think we're good. If you guys have any questions, you can always reach out to me, Sean, the guys. We'll be in Operation Phoenix Telegram. You can reach out to Krypton Calls directly as well. T.me/Krypton Calls for Telegram. And if you guys have any questions or want to talk about anything, we're right here. And we're going to get back to work, continue focusing on growing the ecosystem. And once again, guys, really appreciate everybody being here today. Make sure to like, subscribe button, comment down below. I'm Skrgo Joe, and that's DeFi Sean. And you guys have a great day.